Hey, what's up guys, it's Tommy here. So I wanted to make a video about training, although this particular channel is not dedicated to that part of my life per se, but it's such a big part of my life that it's hard not to make a video about training. I've been taking testosterone since the year 2008 or so. This is the very first time in my life where I am off testosterone completely. And this is the very first time in my life when I'm not taking any supplements, no creatine, no BCAAs, no other supplements. So training has been very, I don't want to say difficult because that's not what it has been. It's just been challenging, and having to navigate training is very different now. The very first thing I've done is I am no longer on a bro split where I do just chest one day, just back one day. I would love to say it's more like an upper-lower split, but not really. It's more like a push-pull. Right now I'm on push-pull legs. I've tried different splits before. The one that I particularly enjoy is the one I'm doing right now, where it's like one day we do like chest, triceps, and maybe I put some abs in there, some shoulders. The next day it's, my pull muscles. The next day it's legs and back. That works perfectly for me, and I see really good gains. But the main thing that I try to avoid right now is injuries. I just don't want any injuries. Injuries slow me down, and so I deal with pain from here and there, time to time, but no major injuries since my tricep rupture in about 2021. I did it to myself. Then the other thing I've noticed is the recovery time if I decide to go really hard. So just the other day, I was doing a leg workout and I decided to go hard in leg day. I started to put some supersets and some compound sets there and really push myself. I paid the piper and I was sore for 5 days, and it didn't really. Honestly, I was sore for 6. So I was really sore for 5 days. And I'm not talking about you just kind of feel it. I'm talking about going up the stairs slow, sitting down in the toilet slow. So that could also really mean that I had been a while since I really pushed myself to where I'm going beyond failure and just being kind of psychotic when I train. That's another thing I've noticed. The other thing I would say is I haven't really lost a lot of muscle, but it's quite the challenge to get rid of body fat now. I really have to be very careful what I eat, which is hard at this current moment in my life because I competed, and even if I wasn't competing, I led the life of a competitive bodybuilder for a while. I remember one year I did not cheat on my diet, not once, for a whole year, and all I ate was chicken, rice, and oatmeal. And I was really obsessive and just really crazy, and just I had a goal in my mind. My social life kind of sucked and everything, and as I'm getting a little older, and really since my dad passed, and my mom makes me a meal, and it's not particularly a very healthy meal, or it's just a little heavy, I still eat it. And the reason why I eat it now is because when my dad passed and my grandma passed, there are things that they took with them in terms of food that I will never ever be able to eat again. So for that reason, my diet's a tad bit more relaxed, but I'm still eating healthy. I would like to say 85 to 95% of the time. I like to eat, so I eat a lot. Definitely not doing the starvation. When I was eating to compete, everything was down to the letter. And so there were many times where I was just freaking hungry and I just chose not to eat because it wasn't time to eat. So it's a very different mindset at the current moment. The other thing, and I'll say this is the last thing, so again, no bro splits, recovery time is hard, a little bit lax on the eating, so my body fat's a little higher than what I like it to be. I was expecting to get kind of weak and lose a lot of my strength because I wasn't auntie, but that also has not happened. So far so good. At least not where I had it in my mind. Not where I had it in my mind. It has gone down a little bit. That's normal, but nothing where oh my god, I'm not lifting like 10-pound weights to like do a chest press. Everything's pretty much the same, you know. And so, but I still train 4 to 5 days a week. I eat anywhere from 4 to 5 meals a day. High protein, moderate carbohydrates, moderate fat. So there's a lot going on with that. So here's a video of me training. See you later. All right, so this workout was supposed to be traps, back, and biceps. I didn't do the trap part of my workout, but here's me doing some weighted pull-ups. T-bar rows are still pretty much the same in terms of weight. Maybe a little less repetitions, but in terms of weight, as you can see, I haven't lost that much musculature. The next one's going to be a cable curl with the cables way behind me. That gives you a little loaded stretch. I don't know if you guys heard about the loaded stretch, but it's really good for hypertrophy. And last but not least, some double arm curls. As you can see, I really hate doing arms, but thanks for watching.